Mud Slinger 2 back at you. I did a previous video where I made this bone handle for this knife out of a deer femur. Um, as you all know, I'm an avid fisherman, also an avid hunter. I don't believe in wasting any part of the deer. We use every little part of it that we can, even if you got to get a little creative. Hence the bone handle on the knife, deer femur. Um, Same with I don't really do anything for sport. Other than you want to play some football or baseball or something like that. That's sport. I don't think hunting is a sport. I don't think fishing is a sport. You hunt to eat. You fish to eat. Fillet and release. I don't catch and release nothing. Well, if I catch something too little, I'll release it. But otherwise, it's going in the belly. Alright, so here we go. We got the knife from the previous video, the handle. I went ahead and I drew me a kitty catfish on there. Little scene, catfish, some rocks, some little sea algae. On the other side, I got a little Indian in me, so we put some Indian feathers with some beads, and then some buck tracks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Dremel it and carve it into this bone handle here. And so we'll see how that goes. Alright, for my Dremel bits, I got these. I'll show you what they are here. But I got them off of Amazon. I think they're like $10. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 10 bits for $10. So let's see if I can spread them out here for you. You can see them all. Of course, one's gonna be difficult. Bear with me, guys. If you watch any of my other videos, shit just doesn't go 100% right for me all the time, but we'll get you there eventually. Okay, you can see all the different little. These are all wood bits. None of these are metal bits. They're all wood, but 10 bits for $10. You really can't beat it. I've used this small guy right here. That one. It's like a little arrowhead here. Right there. Use that one to make a knife handle. Well, I made the knife handle out of some black walnut on a switchblade for my dad, and I used that to do a little engraving on it for him, and it worked pretty well. So we're gonna use that same bit, a little carving on my own knife handle. So we'll get to it. So we got our catfish engraved on this side. There we got our buck prints and our feathers. Now what we're gonna do, we got this black Uniball pen. It just leaks a lot of ink when you use it, almost like a fountain pen. So we're gonna color inside the engraving on here, inside them lines, and make them stand out. We'll color inside of there, then we'll take a sandpaper to it all and get it all off of the outside. It'll stay in the lines. We'll do that before we put some lacquer on the outside. Okay, so I decided I didn't like the black. The black on this white bone, it just it wasn't doing anything for me. It just looked like a drawn picture, and it didn't look like a carving at all. So what I did is I took my Dremel, again with that same small bit on it that we went over, and I went around all the lines again to get the black out. I made them a little deeper just because in a couple spots, once I went over it with the black and then sanded it, there was a couple where the lines actually disappeared, so I needed my grooves a little deeper to hold the ink. And I changed it to brown. So I got a brown Bic marker. Actually, the color is honey brown on a Bic permanent marker. And you can find them online. They're about $4 a piece. And the brown really goes with the knife a lot better. It's a little more of a subtle color, and so you can see in the, there's my catfish in the rocks, a little bit of seaweed, a couple bubbles. On the other side here, there's my buck prints, my Indian feathers with the beads. And then I went a little further, since that honey brown was matching so great. I actually, since I had left before, I left some of the patina. I didn't sand through all the patina on the knuckle and stuff like that. And so I actually accented some of this patina. And to do that, you gotta get a little artistic, because you can't have just jagged lines. I'm trying to make it almost look like an antler or something like that. So I did a little hatching and then wiping. Wipe it with your thumb right after you do it, which kind of smears it a little bit, gives it a little more of a natural look. But you can see I just accented the patina all the way around the bone to bring out some of the natural colors in the bone. I even went as far as like this here. That's actually, it looks like a piece of like a darker piece of the bone showing through, but that's an accent from the marker. I went around the whole end of the handle here. I drew some of them out. Drew some of them out pretty far, almost to look like stress cracks in the bone or marrow spots coming through. And I even got into the end of it here a little bit and darkened, just gave it some highlights. But there we have it. So we got our knife finished. Everything's looking good, I think. And Now what I'll do is I'll take some clear spray paint, some polyurethane. I'll spray it down just to keep all the marker, all the in the etching, keep all the marker that I accented it with, keep all that on. Plus the fact being natural bone, if I don't do that, if I don't clear it, it's just going to pick up the dirt from your hands. This is going to be my fishing knife, hunting knife, one of them. And if you don't clear it in some way, shape, or form, you're going to end up with just the dirt off your hands and the yuck that you come across, just kind of soaking into the bone and making it look dirty. And right now she looks pretty clean, and I'd like to keep her looking like this. I'm thinking about making a leather sheath for this. I'll throw that in a different video. So hit me with a like, subscribe maybe. You guys keep liking them, I'll keep throwing them at you.